One. Hello, everybody. My name is Lisa Lamont, and I am hostess of Ladies Get Your Prance On. And today I have the amazing Allexia Brewer, who is back in the house. But she has got something exciting and surprising to share. So welcome, Allexia.
This is so exciting. So this last interview we did was what? A year, at least.
It was too long.
Maybe a year and a half. I know. It's so good to be here again.
It is so good to have you. I'm going to take my glasses off because they're
I'm
kind
going
of
to try
glaring
and
on
leave
this screen.
mine. I'm going to try to leave mine on, but let's
Well,
see.
yours don't have the glare that mine have. So
Oh,
I want you to share. I would love for you to share your latest project that you worked on and your why behind it. So I'm going to just turn it over to you.
So I've written a book, my very first book, and it's in the children's genre. And it is going to be the first book of a long series to come for girls on leadership. And I'll share the title with you in a minute. But one of the things that you and I know, and we know each other from way back in Facebook and working with women entrepreneurs, one of the things that has really been the inspiration, and actually on my birthday, which was on Sunday, my oldest friend from high school asked me, what was the inspiration for you writing this book? And you know, I think that I really sat with that and I said, talking to so many women who are in business today, online, who are lacking in leadership skills, it just dawned on me that going back to the little girls is where I felt the most pull to start sharing part of my story and the message of leadership getting to our little girls. You know, I hear all kinds of stories about struggle as little girls, what we were told as little girls, things that we were told that have stopped us from really blossoming. And I posted in my Fierce Women Entrepreneur group, I posted in there, what were some of the things that you were told as a little girl that stopped you from, I can't remember exactly how I phrased it, stopped you from becoming the leader. Lisa, some of these women, what they shared, it was heartbreaking. You're stupid. You're a girl, you'll never amount to anything. Be quiet. Your opinion doesn't matter. You're fat. No one will love you. All kinds of, just got chills again. All kinds of things that we're told as little girls, the leader is trying to come out, but she can't. So my message and my books are going to go back to the little girls to get them young. So hopefully we can empower them to be the leaders that they were called to be.
So this would be a perfect book also for the moms to also read. I mean, the moms should read it first and then have their daughters or nieces or grandchildren, you know, because I have a granddaughter who's 8 years old and I don't know what the age the genre is for the age demographic. And also share with the viewers how many women you now have in your group.
So, okay, so let me answer your questions. 5 to 8 years old is the target for the book, although the book is going to, the mother is a big part of this whole series because she is the one that we see first. So we have to see it to be it. And the easiest place for us to look as little girls for a leader is to our mother. So she's definitely, any reader is going to find messages of empowerment and inspiration, conversations that expand. There's going to be topics of social issues. I'm going to delve into all kinds of diversity issues, from not only physical diversity, but thoughts, provocative things.
Yeah.
So yes, it's really important that all readers, and especially moms, read it. My Fierce Women Entrepreneur group is booming. It's booming, 17,000 and a half people.
Yeah.
It would be well over 20, probably 2022 at this point, but we kind of pulled it back and we focused on that relationships and we took the business out of the group, and it is really blossoming and people are loving it and connecting. It's great.
I absolutely love it. So, yep. So the women that are watching this, mm-hmm. that may not have children, mm-hmm. Can you address what they would get out? Because here's why I'm bringing this up, Allexia. We all have our inner child that needs to heal. You know, I didn't grow up, you know, in the best family environment, and that still to this day affects me and affects my clients. So if you could address that.
That is the best question. That's such a great question. Yeah. I see it as a, almost like a manual. I also posted in my group about what women would like to see, like what specific examples would they like to see in a book for girls about leadership. And I heard everything from integrity to boundary setting, to standing up for yourself, to being able to say no, to being able to say yes, to standing up for others who are weak. There are going to be so many topics in these books that whether, you know, you may have a girl in your life that may not biologically be your own. You might be a teacher, a coach, a mentor. You might be the leader of the PTA, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. If you are in some way touching, and I call them our girls, this is a collective our girls, and you are, I'm somewhere, somehow, we are all touching them. This book will benefit everybody, even the dads,
well, and their little girls mean a lot to them. That's daddy's little girl. And so he wants his little girl to go out there and be successful in the world.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So, yes. Great question.
So I want to know now, I would like to know who is, how did you come up with the name of your little girl and describe what she looks like? What's in your mind?
So the name of the book is, her name is Monadiki, Monadiki. And I really had to think a long time about the name. She is a Greek girl. The book is set in Greek mythology. The book is about a leader, and I wanted her to have a name that was reflective of that. And in Greek, the word means the only one. It was the word that I came the closest to of being authentic. The translation to authenticity, authentic, unique. This was the name that came the closest, and that is how I chose the name. She is, what does she look like? She is so cute. She's so cute.
I've seen pictures. But
oh my gosh.
She's adorable.
She's 13. She's in middle school. She is brunette, and she has a unique physical property about her in that she has something in her hair, this very bold purple coloring that sets her apart right from the beginning. And she's a sports girl. And let me just say this about sports. She's very much a sports girl. And there are going to be certain themes that are going to be consistent in all the books, and sports is one of them. There's a lot of empowerment that comes to young girls through sports. Whether you're good at them or not is not even the issue. So she's definitely likes sports. She's a fashionista. She expresses who she is through what she wears. Yeah. She's strong. She's very confident, but she's not without struggle. You know, leaders, it's not easy. It's not easy. And she is confronted with some other personal struggles that people don't see on the outside, which is another theme that I really want to stress in these books. Yeah. It may look all perfect and we all think, oh, you know, everything looks great. Yeah. No. So she's definitely got some things that are going on the inside, and those things will be shown in the books as well. But yeah, she's really cute.
She is adorable. Will you be addressing in this book or the future books about the topic of bullying? Because that's like a really, you know, that's like at the top of the agenda that I see.
Yes. I have a friend on Facebook actually who lost her 13-year-old son. He committed suicide. It'll be 2 years, a day after Halloween, to bullying. And we've talked actually quite a bit about this. And I definitely want to write it in a way, again, that it's not too overwhelming for a little girl.
Yes.
But in a way that she can see some examples of how the leader navigates that. What does she say? How does she stand up? How does she say right from wrong? So absolutely, yes. from bullying to learning difference to physical handicaps to other sorts of handicaps, social issues, earth awareness, animal awareness. I mean, I have a lot of different topics that I kind of want to weave through the story.
I'm telling you, you have endless topics, especially, with all the turmoil going on in the world, and, Spain, the countries are trying, I mean, we have so much stuff going on right now. Endless.
I could write. Somebody said, how many books? I said, I have so many books in my head, and the characters are kind of coming to me. I'm already getting ready to start the second book. Believe it or not, you have to kind of get ahead of that thing.
Definitely.
So the second character is coming in, global awareness and just being responsible, and, humans on the earth. I mean, all of these things that I want to bring in, entrepreneurship. I want to talk about that too, and how little girls can start that. Tons of topics.
We just had on the news last night this little girl in second grade. She saw on the news they were collecting coats, for children in low income families, and she collected over 500 coats that first year. And so she's on her third year, so now she's in fifth grade, and she's on the news now for gathering. I mean, one little girl made the decision, I want to make a difference. Yes. And she was on the news last night. That our daughters and sons. I mean, we're not cutting out sons either. This is your target audience. So this is where you want to help. And I do believe it goes back to your women's group. So let's talk about your women's group for a little bit, and then we'll wrap up and say how to get the book. But what has inspired you to make this change in your women's group? Because there's a lot of women's groups on Facebook out there, and I've seen that a lot of them go and they'll just jump from group to group, just posting, spamming their business. In fact, I took away my group and changed it to a business page for Prancing Kittens because of that. And I interview people now. Like, I want people to get to know the people who are prancing kittens like yourself. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, first of all, my whole essence of who I am, and when I came online in 2015, my whole essence of who I am is building relationships. I didn't talk business in the beginning because I really didn't. Maybe I didn't have a clear vision of what exactly that was, and it just didn't feel really great to me. I just wanted to go out and meet people and talk. And in that building relationships, I started telling people that I was doing that, and then people became interested, fascinated, and wanted to know how to do it, and how are you doing it, and I can't believe this, and what do you mean? You just talk to people all day? Yes, I do. And so my group kind of grew. But then I hit a place at about 8,000 members where it started to get it started to go down that spammy thing.
Yeah.
And I started to realize that the group was not reflective of who I was and of what I did and still continue to do. So I changed it, and I told everybody, look, we're not doing it anymore. We're going to keep the weeks open, no sales posts at all. And I kept it to the weekends. Then people complained about the weekends, and people really gave me a lot of feedback and said, it's a mess. I don't like it. So I took it out of the weekends. Yeah. And now I've pretty much taken it out altogether. We have questions to get admitted into my group, and they have to answer the questions in order to come in. And the group is now filled with amazing value content. It's crazy now what I see. I run contests now in my group, so they get recognized for their content and their value posts. Women want that.
Yes.
It's the easiest way. That's what they want.
It is. Plus, you've also added a group within that group. It's a paid membership. Can you talk about that group too? Because people need to know about this.
Yeah. So within the group, I started getting a lot of private questions about, can you help me? Can you help me? I cannot help people in a message. I cannot help you in Messenger. I need to be able to kind of sit down with you and look at your business and have some of that private time. So I started a private group, very small. We only have 9 members in there, very, very tiny, in order to help me give more personalized attention, help people develop posts, what to write, how to use visuals, what to do. And it's like they're starting their own groups, they're getting responses on posts, the confidence is building. It just takes a different way of thinking. And once you get it, it just changes everything. Being online is a beautiful, fun thing. It should be. And if it isn't, you're probably not doing it from the relationship. You're doing it from the business. That's what I've observed.
Well, and what I love most about your group too is it gives the introverts a place to connect. You know, there's over half are introverted
Yes.
women entrepreneurs, and it's hard for even to text, even to write out loud. That's difficult. And so you have this way of engaging conversations. You'll talk on a topic, or someone will say, I'm from Washington State, and we'll talk about it. Going, we have our Ferris wheel. Have you done the duck boat ride? Like, it's conversations like going, we have a duck boat in
Yeah.
New York. So it's all about building the conversation. So first of all, how can they find your group? And then second of all, tell us about how they can find your book.
So Fierce Women Entrepreneurs is the group. There's only one. Fierce Women Entrepreneurs, you'll have to, request membership. You'll have to fill out 3 of the questions in order for us to admit you into the group. That's how you can find me. And I am always in there. If I'm not in there, I'm talking to people in Messenger and building my relationships. I'm always there. The book is in pre-launch right now. We should be in full, ready, go publication the end of this month. We're starting a merchandise line to go with the book. I'm working on a doll to go with the book. I mean, I see this little girl really as a whole brand. I have actually submitted it to 2 film producers that are kind of looking. I see this whole huge enterprise around this character. I think we need her, and I think she's being called, and I think we need to show our girls this. So I know you're going to post the cover, and there will be a link to go ahead and pre-order with free shipping until the official launch the end of the month.
Ooh, that's a great deal. I love it. I love it. Allexia, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on today. I know your schedule is crazy, and I love being part of your group and getting to know. I've met so many wonderful women because we have conversations. Like, there's no spamming. I don't have to worry about someone going, hey, do you want to buy my product? It's never happened. And so I absolutely love that. So I will connect all your contact information to the show, and I look forward to having you back to talk more about your business too. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, everybody. We will be back next week. Until then, have a wonderful